Hey guys, what's up? So in this video, I'm going to give tips, build, and guide to the revamped Aurora. Skills. Her first skill is called Hailstone Blast and it deals continuous damage in an area, all the while slowing enemies. It has a short cooldown, making it her main source of damage. Second skill is called Frosty Breeze and it can freeze targets in a direction. Enemies at the edge of the skill will receive additional damage. Her ultimate is called Frigid Glacier and it can slow enemies in a large area. After it reaches full size, it will deal damage and freeze all targets within its range. The freeze duration starts at 1 second and it can increase for every 100 magic power you have. Passive skill is called Pride of Ice and she freezes herself when taking fatal damage, making her invincible for 1.5 seconds. During this time, she gradually recovers 30% of her max HP. Additionally, her passive grants her the ability to freeze towers using her other skills. When leveling up, prioritize her first skill as this is your main damage source. Upgrade ultimate when available and put the least priority on her second skill. Combo. A basic combo will be second and first skill. Hold the enemy under position while you let it rain with Icy Meteorites. This combo is highly effective because of the second skill's instant freeze. If you've noticed, there's almost no delay when using the skill. So once the enemy is in range, just use the skill and they'll have no time to dodge it. Another combo is 3-2-1. Use her ultimate and then follow up with her second and first skill. It's a chain CC combo, giving her more than 2 seconds of AoE freeze effect. The idea is to freeze them with her second skill until the ultimate has reached its full size for another batch of freeze effect. Build. For Aurora's build, there are many ways to go, but this is my favorite. Enchanted Talisman lets you spam her first skill, while Lightning Truncheon gives her additional damage every 6 seconds. Holy Crystal and Blood Wings have high magic power, making them a perfect match for her ultimate. At full build, her ultimate freeze duration can reach 2.4 seconds. You can replace Blood Wings with Fleeting Time if you think her ultimate cooldown is too long. Or you can add Winter Truncheon when you're against high burst type enemies. These are the emblems that I recommend. I'm using Mage because of its high magic power, which is essential to her ultimate. Weapons Master is another talent that can increase magic power. And finally, my tier 3 talent is Little Ignition for that extra damage. I like to use Flicker since she's a mage with no mobility skill. And it can also be used for offense when surprising enemies that are out of your range. There's also another build where you can use Common Emblem for mana while replacing Enchanted Talisman with Fleeting Time. It's possible, but I had more success with the earlier build. Tips. At the start of the game, level up your first skill and use it once on where your jungler is clearing their first camp. After that, return to your lane and the skill should be ready again for the minions. Her ultimate is a bit tricky to use because of the delay. It's bad for initiating because once the enemy sees the effects, they will immediately move away. It's more effective to use when there's already a current team fight happening. Let them focus on something and once they are engaged, that's when you release your ultimate. Using your ultimate while in the bush will not hide its visual effects. Nope, it's not like the old Lolita Luminant Blast. In the early game, a single combo of 2-1 is usually enough to erase 1/3 of the enemy's HP. Use it to your advantage when invading or contesting objectives. Despite having a passive skill similar to Nana, escaping death is not always guaranteed. Remember, you can't move during the invincibility duration. That means the enemies can easily wait for you to come out of the free state and kill you again.
Bye-bye!
Because of her passive, she can reset a tower's damage by freezing it. It's an effective tool for tower diving when playing with a well-coordinated team. The efficient way is to let your teammates tank 2 to 3 hits before you freeze and reset the damage. She can freeze all towers except for the main base and healing area. Her passive skill takes precedence over the immortality item. It means her passive will be the first to activate when she receives fatal damage. If you're able to cast the ultimate before you die, the skill will continue and freeze enemies within its range. Counters. Aurora can be countered by high mobility and dive type heroes that can easily reach the backlines. Examples are Lapu-lapu, Yuzong, and those fast-moving assassins like Fanny and Lee. Her lack of mobility still makes her a prime target. Before you kill an Aurora, be sure to check her passive skill first, and you can see it right here. If she doesn't have any ice effects on her level, that means her passive skill is on cooldown. Her ultimate is a game changer during crucial teamfights with its big range and long freeze effect. And that's why Valentina is also a good counter because she can copy Aurora's ultimate. As for Synergies, any roamer that can hold multiple enemies in an area is a good partner for Aurora. Examples are the ultimates of Tigreal and Atlas. So far, I really like the new Aurora. She's no longer boring to play because of the long cooldown from the old Aurora. With her revamp, she's now more focused on team fights instead of the old single burst damage. And her new passive is a big factor in her survivability. But honestly, I'm just happy I can finally use my KOF skin that I got years ago. So how was your experience with her revamp? Rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 as the highest. That's all for this video. Stay safe and thank you for watching.